Hi, my name is Kevin Winchester, and 3 people in my life have made a difference: Jesus, Jason, and Pastor Wallace. Growing up, I was never raised in church. When I was 5 years old, I started going to a Mormon church and a Baptist church. And after a while, I started having bad dreams. The dream was I was in a desert with these rolling sand dunes. They were like waves. And I was just a little 5-year-old boy just trying to walk in these sand dunes. And these bulldozers was trying to run me over. And this one dream, I seen this here tent. And so I ran over to the tent, and there was a man that was standing there. And he says, "Come follow me, I'll protect you. And get out of that church that you are in." And I knew that church where he meant was the Mormon church. And so I told my mom the next day after I woke up, "Mom, I don't want to go back to that church again." When I was in grade school, occasionally I went to what the Baptist church puts on. It's called Good News Club. It was like a Sunday school, and they would take me out of class, and I would go to this Good News Club, and I learned about Jesus. Well, that was grade school, but after, like in junior high and high school, I didn't attend church at all. At that time, I didn't think about Jesus. I didn't want to follow Jesus. I just wanted to live my own life, really. In my senior year, I had a friend named Jason, and he was persistent about getting me in church. He asked me like every week, "Kevin, you gonna come to church with me?" And I got tired of it. I didn't want to go. And so finally he made a deal with me. He says, "Kevin, if you go to church with me, if you like it, that's great, you can come. If you don't like it, I'll never ask you again to come to church." So I was thinking, great deal. I just go to church one day and he'll never ask me again. I can handle that. And so I went. And I liked it. It was really encouraging. It was something that I needed. About 2 weeks later, I went to a youth convention. And every altar call, I was at the altar, just crying. I knew I needed something better for my life. I knew I needed Jesus. Prior to this, just recently, my dad passed away. And my life was over. So I thought. I was really depressed. I knew I needed Jesus, but I wasn't ready fully to give my life to him. I still had a hard time. I was wishy-washy. In fact, there was a time where, on 3 different occasions, I tried to kill myself. First time, I took a rifle, sat down next to a tree, and I put the gun up against my head. And I cocked it, and I pulled the trigger. And it just went click. So I took that gun and pointed it at a tree. Bang! It went off. I did that 3 times in a row. Click, bang! 3 times in a row. And I finally just gave up on that. And I said, "God, I want to do myself in, but you're not letting me." Well, another time, I was driving to work. I was on a 2-lane highway, and I had a semi behind me and another semi coming at me. And I was thinking, here is a great opportunity for me to do myself in. So right when I was about ready to swerve the car into the oncoming truck, the steering wheel locked up. And as soon as that truck passed, my steering wheel became unlocked again. So again, I says, "God," I was getting mad at God. I said, "God, I want to do myself in, and you're not letting me." The third time, I was at a park, and there was a railroad track right next to it. with a bridge. And I heard the train coming. So I ran over to the bridge and got up on the edge of it, and I was just about ready to jump. And I seen the conductor waving his arms, "No, don't jump." And at the moment that I was about to jump, I heard God's voice so clear, so audible. And he said, "Kevin, don't jump. I have something better for you." And at that moment, I got down on my knees and started crying. And I said, "Jesus, if you can do something with my life, here I am. Have all of me." At that moment, my life turned around. So I found myself about a year later in California. It was there in California where I met Pastor Alfred Wallace. He baptized me, he cared for me, and kept me in line and showed me how to walk the walk, walking with Jesus. He was a great man to me. When I get to heaven, I want to go up to Jesus and thank him for meeting me when I was a 5-year-old little boy and bringing other people into my life to help bring me to where I am today. Next, I want to go up and find Jason and thank him for being persistent and bringing me to church so I can see Jesus, meet him. And finally, I want to go up and find Pastor Wallace and thank him for being a dad. A dad that I never had. It means a lot.